You ever wake up and realize your life kind of looks like someone hit repeat for the last 5 years? Same routines, same people, same excuses. If that stings a little, good, because the next 6 to 12 months could make your old life completely unrecognizable. This isn't another new year, new me resolution. It's the reboot manual your brain never got. The same system top performers use to pack 5 years of growth into one. But here's the thing, guys. It won't always be sunny days and smiles. It'll look lonely, and that's just me being honest. Because before you reinvent your life, you have to outgrow the one that made you comfortable. Every transformation starts with one terrifying realization. You are not who you think you are. You're who your habits have decided you'll be. The version of you right now is basically a collection of routines, comfort zones, and auto reactions. That's why most people try to change their results instead of their actual identity. They set new goals and wonder why they're still stuck in the same loop 6 months later. So before you reinvent your life, you need to destroy the character you've been playing. But don't worry, we'll rebuild a better one, starting right now. If you're serious about reinventing your life, drop a "I'm starting now" in the comments. Phase 1. Identity collapse. Before you can rebuild your life, you've got to tear down the crooked foundation you're standing on. Every belief, habit, and reaction you've got right now was built years ago by someone who didn't know any better. The you that settled for survival instead of growth. You can't build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation. So for the next 30 days, your only job is to grab a hammer and notice what needs to go. When do you scroll to escape reality? When do you say yes because you're afraid to disappoint? When do you tap out the moment progress stops being exciting? Don't fix it yet, just see it. Awareness swings the first hammer. Once you expose the cracks, you'll never be able to live in that old house again. Phase 2. Rebuild. The Sculptor Stage. Reinvention isn't about stacking more onto your life, it's about chipping away what doesn't belong. You're the sculptor, not the marble. The real you is already in there, buried under other people's expectations and your own distractions. Your only job now is silence, because when the noise fades, the shape starts to appear. For month 2 and 3, create structure, not a mess disguised as productivity. Every morning, give your brain 3 commands. Remember what's good. Decide what matters. Do the thing you're avoiding. Do that daily, even when it feels unnatural. That's how a masterpiece emerges. One disciplined chip at a time. Phase 3. Discipline engineering, making consistency your default. Here's a brutal truth. Most people don't have discipline problems. They have emotion dependency problems. They think they need motivation to act, but disciplined people don't feel like doing it either. They just stop negotiating with their emotions. Your job for the next 60 days is to train your brain to act without permission. Set non-negotiable systems instead of goals. For example, I go to the gym at 8 a.m., not I'll try to go when I have time. Or I edit a video for 30 minutes every morning, not I'll edit when I feel inspired. The goal is just proof. Proof you can trust yourself again. Once you start stacking small wins, you'll realize consistency isn't hard. Inconsistency just has better PR. Take that to the gym. Phase 4. Belief rewiring. The mind game. Your life expands or contracts based on what you believe you deserve. The reason you stay stuck isn't a lack of talent. It's that your brain refuses to act beyond its identity ceiling. So you have to manipulate your mind into believing a new story. Start visualizing your next version like it's already real. Right from that perspective, I'm the kind of person who finishes what they start. I'm the type who follows through even when no one's watching. Because the brain doesn't care what's true, it only cares what's repeated. Say it long enough and it becomes your default narrative. It's not fake it till you make it. It's train it till you believe it. Phase 5. Flow state, where reinvention gets effortless. Once your habits and beliefs align, momentum takes over. This is where the grind starts feeling like glide. You stop chasing motivation because your systems carry you and you become addicted to the feeling of progress, not perfection. Protect your focus like it's currency. Turn your phone into a flip phone if you have to. Because flow isn't found, it's engineered. Create time blocks where nothing else exists. Then end every day by stacking proof. What did I do today that my old self wouldn't have? That question alone can rewire your brain faster than any motivational video. Phase 6. The identity transfer from version 1 to version 2. Now comes the final phase, integration. Your habits are stable. Your focus is sharp. Now it's about identity transfer. Start making decisions from your future self's perspective. Ask yourself, what would the 12-month ahead version of me do right now? That's an identity rehearsal, not visualization. The moment you start acting like the person you want to become, your life updates in real time. Because here's the secret. Transformation doesn't take time. It just takes alignment. The only reason it takes 6 to 12 months is because that's how long it takes for your environment to catch up with your new self. Somewhere in this process, you'll wake up one morning and realize you haven't thought like your old self in weeks. You'll catch yourself saying no to things that used to tempt you. You'll look back at who you were, and it'll feel like watching an old movie that no longer hits. That's not luck. That's the reward of consistency stacked with self-awareness. You stopped waiting to feel ready and started acting like someone worth betting on. That's how reinvention actually works. But the hardest part isn't reinventing yourself. It's staying that person once life gets easy again, because comfort will always call you back home. And that's why 90% of people relapse into their old patterns, which is exactly why I built the 5-year shift. It's my private community for people who are done pretending to want change and actually want to live it. If you're serious about reinventing yourself in the next 6 to 12 months, this is where we build momentum together, one system and one shift at a time. You'll find the link in the description. Reinvention isn't about changing everything overnight. It's about changing direction and refusing to go back. 6 months from now, you could either be in the same loop or living a life that your old self wouldn't even recognize. The choice is yours. And trust me, your future self is begging you to make it.